would I've been considered poor? It's likely, considering this graph. This peak here, guess what? That's United States. There's two slivers on both sides of the US, that's Norway and Luxembourg. And yeah, right, what we measure here is the mean daily income by country. How much would a person earn if the entire country's GDP was spread equally? If all could eat the same portion of the same pie? Look at it again. There's two big blocks down here on the x-axis, which stands for the cumulative share of the entire human population. If I hide it and make a quiz about it, what do you think? Which country has the lowest mean daily income? India or China? Or is it a tie? We go back to the graph and see that India has almost 1/3 of China's 12.4 international dollars per day. That's China and India with a total of about 3 billion people. But how many of the world's countries have a mean daily income below the international poverty line? Not much of a quiz, as you could see in the thumbnail. Only 15% are above this line, set to $30 per day. And that is an indication of how much we've only started the fight against poverty. When I first started to learn more about poverty and to learn the importance, the vitality of economic growth, I could see it everywhere. For example, me and my wife watched Mare of Easttown, a terrific TV series, and I realized almost every conflict in the probably low to middle income community would be solved if the entire community simply were richer. If the characters could buy their way out of problems, they would, as you could see in this video, be happier, and Mare of Easttown wouldn't be that exciting to watch. You could also ask yourself, is it so that myself, could have been classified as poor? Am I living on less than $30 per day? Tough one. I realized I would have been poor for some years of my life had I not had my family. My family, and thus sheer luck, has kept me out of the consequences of having too little money. Had I just had myself, I would have been considered poor for the bigger part of my adult life. That's humbling and worth noticing, I think. I'm not sure why, but based on last week's thought experiment, I've had less of a problem to imagine the stress of poverty and subsequently the importance of lifting those 85% out of it by further economic growth. We don't know when that will happen, but in contrast to what we've thought for hundreds of years, we now know it's possible. Problem is many things, but all this growth must now come with no increase in the use of fossil fuels. But we know that too is possible. Thank you, the team on Our World in Data. See you next week.